Hello students, today we'll see the dehydrohalogenation of alkyl halide. What is the meaning of dehydrohalogenation? D means removal, hydro means hydrogen and halogenation means halogen. Removal of hydrogen and halogen, that is HX, this reaction is called as dehydrohalogenation. So consider one example of alkyl halide like CH3 that I am writing in this way, CH2Cl. This molecule is a ethyl chloride. Now, the halogen to which the halogen containing carbon is called as alpha carbon and the next carbon is called as beta carbon. The hydrogen attached to beta carbon is called as beta hydrogen. So what will happen when this molecule undergo dehydrohalogenation? Means reaction with either alcoholic KOH, or we may use NaNH2, that is sodamide, or we may use alkoxide. What is alkoxide? RO minus Na plus is called as alkoxide. Then what will happen? The halogen from alpha carbon and hydrogen from beta carbon gets removed. Since it is elimination reaction, so definitely we'll get the double bond or alkene formation here. This HCl when react with KOH will produce H2O plus KCl as a byproduct. So this reaction is the dehydrohalogenation. This is the example where we are having only one type of beta hydrogen, but whenever we are having more than one type of beta hydrogen at that time, we get two types of alkene. Example, if we are having CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, and here is a chlorine, that is 2-chlorobutane. So what will happen when these 2-chlorobutane undergo dehydrohalogenation with any of this reagent? For example, if we are using alcoholic KOH, then what will happen? As usual, we will identify first alpha carbon. This is alpha, and after alpha, there are the beta carbon atoms. Now, in this case, we are having two types of beta carbon atom because this is a CH2, this is a CH3, means both are different. So I will call it as a beta 1, I will call it as a beta 2. So in that case, what will happen? Once the hydrogen from beta carbon and the halogen of alpha carbon will be removed, and we'll get here CH3 CH double bond CH CH3 as alkene, plus it may happen that hydrogen of the beta 2 carbon and halogen of alpha carbon will remove, and hence in that case double bond will develop between alpha and beta 2 carbon. So that's why the product of the reaction will be CH3 CH2 CH double bond CH2. So here we are getting two types of product. The name of this alkene is a but2-ene and this is a but1-ene. So out of two alkene, one will be major and other will be minor according to Set-Gibbs rule. So remember, according to Set-Gibbs rule, during dehydrohalogenation, more substituted alkene is always major product, while less substituted alkene is always the minor product of the reaction. So what is the meaning of more substituted alkene? The double bonded carbon atom, if it contains more number of alkyl group, then such a alkene are called as more substituted alkene. इस केस में क्या दिख रहा है हमें? डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बन पे दो मिथाइल ग्रुप है, मतलब इट इज डाई सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अल्केन. पर इस केस में इस वाले कार्बन पे तो सब्स्टिट्यूएंट है ही नहीं. इस वाले कार्बन पे इस साइड से एक ही सब्स्टिट्यूएंट है, मतलब यह है मोनो सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अल्केन. तो सेटजिप रूल क्या बताता है? अकॉर्डिंग टू सेटजिप्स रूल, मोर सब्स्टिट्यूटेड अल्केन इज अ मेजर प्रोडक्ट. That's why butadiene is a major product. What is the reason why butadiene is a major, or why more substituted always a major product of the reaction? Reason: the alkene in which if the number of alpha hydrogen atoms are more, then such alkene are very stable alkene because of there are the maximum chances of hyperconjugation. Here how many beta hydrogen we are having? 3 plus 3 total 6 beta hydrogen we are, sorry, 6 alpha hydrogen we are having. So this 6 alpha hydrogen increases the stability of alkene very much. While in this case, if you are going to look at this carbon atom, then this carbon having only 2 alpha hydrogen atoms. So the stability or the hyperconjugation will be very less in case of butadiene. So now we are going to see the mechanism of the reaction. So first of all, we will see here what will happen exactly in the mechanism of the reaction. If we are having alkene like this, CH2 alkyl halide like this, CH2 H, CH2Cl. Then we are having alcoholic KOH which will dissociate like K plus OH minus. अभी ये OH माइनस जो है ये बहुत अच्छा बेस है. नाउ यू विल से दैट ये कार्बन भी तो इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक कार्बन है, यहाँ से क्लोरीन इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉ कर रहा है. मीन्स व्हाट विल हैपन, दिस OH माइनस should attack on this electrophilic carbon. But remember, whenever we are having alcoholic KOH at that time, it will behave as a base. Whenever we are having aqueous KOH at that time, it will behave as a nucleophile. अभी अल्कोहलिक KOH है तो ये बेस का काम करेगा, और बेस हमेशा क्या करता है, एसिडिक हाइड्रोजन को एब्स्ट्रैक्ट करता है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, this OH minus will extract this acidic hydrogen, and at that time this bond will shift in between two carbon. So chlorine will leave from the reaction by leaving behind CH2 double bond CH2 plus K and Cl together will produce KCl, while this OH minus and H together will produce H2O. Now in this reaction there is a one step abstraction of the proton, and in the same step leaving group, that is chlorine, is departing. So we can say that this reaction is a E2 mechanism. What is E2? E2 means elimination by molecular reaction. रिएक्शन का काइनेटिक्स कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं हम, जो स्लो स्टेप होती है दैट इज कॉल्ड एज आरडीएस स्टेप, उसमें कितने मॉलिक्यूल इन्वॉल्व हैं. इन दिस केस देयर आर टू मॉलिक्यूल, दैट इज बेस मॉलिक्यूल एंड अल्काइल हैलाइड. सो अगर इसमें रिएक्शन की आरडीएस में दो मॉलिक्यूल इन्वॉल्व है, मतलब रिएक्शन का जो रेट है वो दो मॉलिक्यूल की कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पे डिपेंड करता है. सो वी कैन से दैट रेट ऑफ रिएक्शन डिपेंड्स ऑन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ alkyl halide as well as concentration of base, that is OH minus. So after solving this, we will get here rate is equal to K into concentration of alkyl halide into concentration of base, that is OH minus. So how the order of reaction is find out? Order is nothing but the sum of the power of the exponent to which the concentration terms are raised. So here it is 1, 1. So 1 plus 1 will become 2. That's why it is a bimolecular reaction. It involves the loss of HCl. That's why it is an elimination reaction. So that's why we will call it as a E2 mechanism. So that's all about the dehydrohalogenation and Sedgwick product. In next lecture, we will see the Hoffman product of the reaction. Thank you so much. Have a nice time. Take care.